Good morning. And finally, we have a day off. And I didn't do a video yesterday. Maybe for 2 days, I don't know. I was getting really tired, but I was just holding on, trying to just stay in control. And I made it. So let me just adjust this. So I didn't sleep very well last night, but I say that I slept really well while I slept. Just woke up a bit early, so I started to get tidy, do my thing on the day off that I like to do, and it's get organised and get straight, bleach everywhere and stuff like that. And then I'm gonna go shopping. I'm gonna do all these things. So the whole weekend off. So here's what I want to talk about, really, how I've approached this, because it's clear that my friends are kind of making me aware of this now, is that, I'm putting a lot of emphasis on achieving things and trying to get things done, and, it's to the point where it made me, like, tip over the edge, I suppose. So this weekend, it was really tempting to, I think I even said in some of the videos, like, what can I get done? And I really, after having a talk with Tom, decided that let's try a new approach, because that really is a similar approach to how maybe I would have done that before, approached it before. Sorry, waffling a bit. Blah. First thing in the morning. I've slipped a little bit in these mornings. I'm not waking up as alert, and the yoga and the meditation slipped. So I intend to get back into that today. I can definitely feel a difference, but I'll divulge. So I decided to approach this differently, and say, right, I'm not going to do anything. I've got a list, as long as you like, of stuff that I would like to get done. But because I've slipped on the meditation and the yoga and things, it's more important to get that back up and running than any of the project or ideas. It's important. There are some priorities that I've been waiting to do, and I've got the ability to do now, and I've been waiting for this weekend. So sure, there's stuff on the list that I know that I'm going to prioritize, but I'm going to make sure that I prioritize first over all of those. My health. And that doesn't mean go for hikes and take loads of time this time. I've been doing hikes. That's the balance, right? So the hikes I've been doing, been motivated to do those because I'm itching to get going now. I've lost this weight. I'm feeling better, myself. I've got the energy. This body's not fixed, and if I start, then who knows where I could be. So it's really difficult to hold back, and I'm having to hold back in everything, not just the physical side of this process. In the projects, the mental side, lots of things I'm having to say no, whoa, stop, slow down, or side steps, or mini steps, or whatever you want to call it. And that's hard for me, which I've never been consciously aware of before. But that is hard for me to slow down, not slow down, whatever you want to call it. But again, this weekend is going to allow me to prioritize these things that I can actually make like I said the other day, in a previous video. Instead of taking lateral steps all the time, take some mini steps, and this is the prep weekend. So I've enjoyed it because I haven't woken up with rushed. Like, I know that one point I'm going to do shopping, and I'm like, I might go now. I've got to get the brakes done. That's definitely at a time. So I've got, I'm just relaxed with it. Whereas I think the last few days off, because I've only had one day off, I've had to say, right, do that then, do that then, do that then. Because otherwise the day just slips and then nothing gets done. So now, with 2 days off, I can completely chill. And the weather's nice, so I tend to get a bit of bronze on this white body of mine to match my like the rest of me. So so far so good. That's helped to be less on it. So an interesting week as well because there's some ups and downs and a lot of learning curves. One thing I wanted to talk about was how I've noticed that you find balance throughout the day if you're aware enough to realize. And what I mean by that is like the yin and the yang of the world, and I call it the universe, but call it what you want. Um, like you'll have a good situation and meet a good person, then meet and have a not good situation and meet not so not good a person at that moment, because believe we're all good. And then it's down to you to interpret that and to the good moment and the good person is going to make you feel great. We all know that. Okay, that's fine. Check. But it's that negative one that I think if you're not checking yourself and you're not all consciously aware that that person's got their own stuff going on, and it's never personally aimed at you. Even if it is, even if it seems it, really, they've probably got something going on in their own life, and and it's difficult to be like that again. It's difficult to have that control and that awareness, that sense of awareness. But because of this, I'm on this part of the journey where I'm having to retrain myself. I feel. Then I'm aware of it, and I've been able to. I had a few situations this week where I'm like, no, I'm going to show love instead. And at first, I reacted badly, and then I was able to either medicate, because as we know that really does get my thoughts logically in a logical fashion, and able to say no, he's all right, we've got to and change and make them changes quite quickly. So yeah, so it's an interesting one to just be aware, and to because those negative ones can cause a ripple effect, and that could be the catalyst. I don't know this for a fact, but I think it could be the catalyst, could be one of, to a downer, to a down period, which I've noticed as well. I think back now and I can think of times where, I think these down periods last longer than what I think. It's not just when you're out of action, it's the lead up, and that could be months. So to jump on top of it is good, and to have that awareness. Obviously, you training yourself for anything. This is another thing Tom and I spoke about. I'm aware that I could be getting on people's nerves, or this talk of awareness and the universe and objective thinking and stuff like that, especially if you're not on that journey, on that path, or that stage of life yourself. But it really is, I hope anyway, a phase and a learning process, because in order to get good at any skill, you need to keep doing it and talk about it and study it. And the facts are that it wasn't helping me the way I was living before and the way I was thinking. So this is a lifestyle change that takes time, and it doesn't happen overnight. And obviously Tom got that. I don't know even if I am annoying anybody else, but I get the feeling that you hear it when people go through these journeys, or these moments in life of people thinking you're up yourself, or because you're talking about your awareness, and I personally do think that other people aren't aware, like I wasn't. So that's not an attack, because where it comes from is objective thinking. I don't know. It's like there's no wrong or right. I'm coming from this place, but people, because they're not on the same path or same time, then it's difficult. But yeah, it's I'm hoping I can just live and just be happy and just make those decisions without having to talk about the yin and the yang moment. But they're relevant right now, so I'm talking about it, and it's help. I'm trying to show you what I'm doing to help myself to be the person I want to be, and I think who I should be and am. I don't know how whether any of that's right, but so yeah, so that was interesting to learn about that and be aware of it. And then interesting appointment with my psychotherapist, really challenging. and I wanted to share just a brief part of it because I think it's important to show another perspective. There's no rights or wrongs, and Adam doesn't profess to have these. You know, he's just challenging me on different levels, and it's brilliant. So yeah, the point was is that I told him that I felt good about myself, and I gave myself a pat on the back or a gold star, I think I said, for for stopping Mr. Suicide in his tracks, as I called it, and this infiltration, and put it over there to one side. And I'm not going to let you get me this time, and then carried on, and I'm pleased with that. So Adam's challenge was that maybe by naming it and putting it somewhere over there actually brings forward the idea of that, even more, that these suicide thoughts are something, and not just something, someone, or a figure of someone, or whatever. And it's with me, just over there, but just out of distance for some reason. I think that's okay. And I think he was trying to say, like, the idea should be really to to eradicate them altogether, and it's not somebody, I think, or something attached to you. It's gone. Maybe this is the challenge. So that was nice to get a bit of a to get that angle, and I'm still downloading it now, really. So I'll stop there, but I thought that was important to share, because one minute you're patting yourself on the back, and you remember, hold on a minute, that's not objective thinking, or is it objective? I don't know, that's the right phrase, but that's not open-minded. That's just like you're saying, I'm saying that I've done it the right way, maybe, and I did a good job. Well, it's not good or bad, is it? I just did something for it which was better than before. But there's always other angles. I don't know if that makes sense, that one, or I'm making my point clear enough. But yeah, that was another learning one. So that's just, yeah. I'm going to work on that, and I can relate to it, and I can see sense in it. So let me think about that. So then, yeah, and then. Yeah, I think basically mental health wise, yeah, I think some of the videos I watched back some of these videos, these tough ones lately, or tough for me to watch anyway, and yeah, just conscious a little bit that I'm just using it as a therapy session. It's not supposed to be a therapy session. These videos are supposed to be like showing. I don't know. I'm just saying what I want. I'm just conscious a little bit of going too deep, and yeah. Anyway, so that's it. Yeah, good vibes. I woke up. Honestly, I woke up a bit flat, and I was laying in bed for a while. Like, yeah, I'm a bit flat today, but I just thought this is where I'm uncomfortable. Actually, this is a live one. Yeah, I mean, as much as I'm feeling good that I've got a weekend off, don't get me wrong. And it's probably because I haven't got anything planned, so to speak. Everything's loose, and I don't know if I like it much. It's a little bit uncomfortable. Maybe that's it. But what I did for it, yeah, there you go. That's the idea. That's the idea, Benjamin. What I did for it was, I went downstairs actually to watch the sunrise, and thought to myself in my sleeping clothes, and I thought to myself, you're all right at this. Everything's all right. I just transferred some money, and I did a few things before I was having those thoughts. I actually medicated as well early, because I don't got to go to work, and I do what I want. So yeah, and I was able to go. It's an important element of it. Actually, medicated first thing. And I thought, let's try this. I'm all right with this. I'm not buzzing. It feels a bit weird, but let's give it a go. The only thing I worry about is just flimsying around. I don't know. Bumbling around is the one I use a lot, because that's what I do. I feel like I'm just moving things around sometimes, unless I've got somewhere to go or a goal to achieve, and it's then I'm like, right, trying to get the most efficient way, not always succeeding, but trying. Whatever, just roll. I'm going to try and have a weekend of just sitting down and trying to concentrate on the thing that I'm doing. And if it takes all day, just let it take all day. Just try and let my mind wander too much, and not start anything new. Oh, sweaty! Not start anything new. Bottom out a lot of this stuff that I've going on, that I've written down, and I'm gonna try that for the day. So I hope you're doing something for your health and your mental health. And maybe I'm not really sharing anything on YouTube what I'm doing, but if you want to check out Instagram, it's Heads and Hearts 1, and I'm trying to post things that I'm doing to inspire. Hikes, walks, runs, whatever, bike rides. So get on it. Get on that vibe and do something for yourself today. And I think we should be all right. So nice weather, get the bronze on. Everyone enjoy yourself. Don't drink too much. And we see you on the next one. Keep your head up, keep your heart strong, keep your mind set, my little puppy. You know. This weekend is the finance weekend, and once this is done, this is going to give me a real route, this is going to give me a much clearer picture of time frames and things like that. Anyway, the next step is always going to change, weekly, monthly, but it's going to give me an updated view from about 6 weeks ago. And I know that I've smashed my targets, so looking forward to the results. All right, peace out, namaste, have a good one, enjoy yourselves, have fun, ciao.